Alright, so this video we're checking out the JJRC C8815. This is a military Jeep, RC model, 1/10 scale, kind of like a trail runner, and sort of the thing should look like. We'll get out of the box here in a second. Here's the bottom, and it shows how to install the batteries on the remote. There's a optional winch and optional tarp or canopy. Alright, so this is in fact the version that did come with the winch, and I'll go ahead and install that here momentarily. And this has a motor in here, so you can use that. And then it does come with the canopy, so we'll try to put that on as well. You can also get a charger for the battery and a small manual. And here's what the remote looks like. Pretty plasticky military color here. This has some LEDs. Got a dial here, probably for trim control. And this is for the winch here, for retract and release. On/off button, throttle, steering, all pretty basic. And here's a look at the model itself. Tires are pretty stiff. This is, as I said, not a rock crawler. Some people will mistake this as a rock crawler, and it is not. It's a trail runner, and just have leaf springs, it looks like, on the bottom here. And let's get rid of this. A lot of scale details here, like the little windshield wipers. This front windshield does go up and down. Got some mirrors here that are even reflective, pretty nice. And I believe the steering wheel will move with the wheels, so that's tied in there. And got some nice scale detail inside here, the little shifters and the dash. Seats are plastic, no rubber there. Spare tires, same size as the main tires. And you do have like some accessories here on the side, like an axe, etc. Here's a look at the bottom. I believe there's a 17-gram digital servo here somewhere. Yeah, it's right there, kind of buried. Got your on-off switch right here. And just look at the metal chassis here. So this is chassis where the rest is kind of plastic. Alright, so I got the winch installed, and it's pretty simple. If you're having trouble getting this installed, there's a video, and I don't remember where it is offhand, but leave me a comment and a question, and I'll send you the link to that. It's pretty easy to do. Just have to unscrew 2 screws on this side and 2 over here, and then plug it into the controller board underneath where the on-off switch is. And I put in 2 AA batteries into the remote, and it goes down here. You do need this screw. Go ahead and I'll show you the winch. Now, the canopy here, I think you're supposed to tie it down, but it's kind of flimsy, so I'm gonna do without it. I think it actually looks better without the canopy on there. But there's 2 buttons here for the winch, and there's release and there's retract. And I think that is backwards, because if I hit retract, I can pull the cable out. So there's a little motor right here. I'll hit this. Yeah, so even though it says retract here, I think that means release. And then the button that says release, I think that's retract, because this button says release. When you press this, it will actually retract the cable. Just for fun, let's see how strong this motor is. And go ahead and pull this little coil of solder. Yep, it actually works. So we do have lights on here, headlights. And we got some tail lights here. And there's no brake lights. We do have turn signals. So this button here called light control doesn't control the headlights, it controls this extra light over here. Interesting. So we have a metal chassis here on the bottom, but everything else is plastic, including these leaf springs here. And even though these are plastic, they do seem to work okay. I think the diff is inside here. I'm not sure if it's metal or not, but it's all plastic here for the drive shaft. Plastic skid plate. And I believe the motor in there is a 280 size motor. And go ahead and I'll run the throttle here and you can see how it looks. So you can run it slow. That's reverse. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you under the hood here. This lifts up here and it's kind of magnetic, I think. And that's where the 2S lithium ion battery is. It's like a 500 milliamp hour, 7.4 volt battery. Just that's in there. Anyway, overall, very impressed with everything you get here for the money. It is very inexpensive. So let's go ahead and take it out to the park. We'll run on some grass and a little bit of dirt and see how it does. Alright, so I'm just taking the Jeep here, driving around at the park. Some pretty smooth surfaces. I know people are going to ask about obstacles and rock crawling, and I would recommend not doing it with this one. It's the tires are not very grippy, and obviously it doesn't have the correct suspension. It's just not a rock crawler. So I know there's other channels saying that this is a great rock crawler or whatever. I don't believe that's the case. And you can just see here, I'm just trying to go down this little obstacle here at the park, and it's not even able to clear the ending here because it just doesn't have the clearance. Anyway, just driving around here and just kind of getting some shots here. You can see how the steering works and works really well. Drives really nice, whether it's slow or fast. And a little later in the video here, you'll see it going through some grass and a little bit of like mulch, I guess, or dirt towards the end there. But you can see it looks really nice. Just in the clips here that I'm showing you, just if you're into scale, detail, and RC cars, this is definitely one of the nicer ones, and at a really terrific price point. I haven't seen anything like this anywhere close to this price point, so definitely worth checking out. I'll put a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out, and that'll do it for this video. Talk to you guys in the next one.